I am myself in this thing. I am myself in this thing. No. I said, Mama, I'm so sorry. I got ice on my heart. Down the road and I'm hearted. And I'm so heartless, so heartless, and for my age. And you're 15, and you're a day, and I need a rage. I'm gonna feel pain, I'm gonna feel great. I'm a mind, I'm gonna feel deaf. I'm gonna old, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna therapy. I'm gonna feel silly, I'm gonna silly. Hello, everybody. I know everybody is out there, and I know everybody out there right now. Y'all been busy today, working. How's everybody doing? I tell y'all how I'm doing. I'm doing fine. I'm straight. I'm good today. So I haven't really been on anything. I just been in the house all week, and it's already close to the weekend. So yeah, what everybody been on today? Drop it in comments. Uh, I want people to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Big Tip Dreams. Uh, Earlier I was on here, but I really had nothing to say. That was weird. Um, and I still don't have nothing to say. I just come on here and talk, and so it's like I just, whatever comes to mind, whatever comes to my mind, I talk about it. I don't care if it's good or bad. I talk about it. Mainly it's good, but shoot, I've been I've been just sitting thinking to myself a lot. So I just don't know. So it's like I just I just been to myself like I was on a couple of days ago this past week I was on live uh on my Facebook, on my YouTube. I was on my YouTube live twice, and I just been chilling. Ain't too much to talk about. I got a doctor's appointment coming up to next week, so that's about it. Uh, that's about it. I so I just I'm sorry, my phone messing up on me. I gotta get me a new phone. unless somebody want to buy me a phone. I don't mess with iPhones. I mess with Androids. I mess with Android phones. Yeah, I'm still on there, but I thought I deleted that one. But I was on here earlier, and I was trying to explain something about people that's on dialysis. People who is new to dialysis. I don't know people that's on dialysis, but I would love to talk about the experience where I was on dialysis, and I don't know where to begin. That was earlier when I was trying to explain it, how dialysis was for me, how dialysis was for me, and it was hard for me when it was hard for me when I was on dialysis. Though I'm be totally honest. My fault. Gee, my fault. I'm oh my god. Why did I I'm tell y'all why I just jumped. They need to stop. Bro. Oh my god. Fireworks. They need to stop them. Fireworks. Uh they need to stop them. You know, that's what that's what made me jump, y'all. I just jumped and I lost my train of thought right now. So I was talking about me being on dialysis, right? So with me being on dialysis, I it was hard for me. And I just want people to know it's not fun, it's not easy. You know, a person just like don't go through the things they going through with that. You know, a person that's on that dialysis, just let that person go through what they're going through, but just let them know that you there for them. Um, Me personally, I've been through it, and I've fought through that that battle of dealing with that. You know, I didn't want to get up for dialysis. I didn't want to go to dialysis. I didn't want to do that dialysis. And certain times I didn't didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like doing anything but going to sleep because when you're on dialysis, you don't feel like doing anything but resting because they taking your blood and they taking your blood and they are cleaning your blood from the fluids and all the toxic things that you put in your body. They clean the blood and reverse it back into your body. I got scars. I got scars that I look at every day Every day I look at these scars and I look at it and I want to cry sometimes. Yeah, I want to cry sometimes, but it's like I just don't. I just wanted people to let me be at times. That's personally me. I didn't. I know. And them was the hard times for me as a dialysis patient. I even had seizures on the machine with the needles in my arm. I wake up, I'm at the hospital. Um, that's hard to talk about. You know, sometimes I thought didn't even I wasn't gonna make it to get a kidney transplant, and shoot, I just I just I just let it go and let God handle it because I never wanted nothing more but a kidney transplant. You feel me? So I didn't want anything other than a kidney. And it was hard going through the situation. It was hard going through the struggle with the putting the surgery. Like I had multiple surgeries for it. Like I had like three. One. I'm trying to count how many surgeries for the dialysis I had, but personally, me, I just went through the process, and I went through the process of having the catheters in my chest. I had the catheter in my leg. Um, yeah, I had it all. I was in high school when I officially felt the pain of me. I barely could walk. I barely could take two take one step. I barely could move my body. So I was a freshman in high school. Uh the final part was when I got up. Like one night, one early in the morning, I get up, wake up out my sleep. Like, and everybody was sleeping in the house though. Like, shoot, I didn't even know what time it was. My mom was in her room, my uncle was in his room, and sometimes I laugh at this story because the way it happened, right? Now I was kind of asleep. I was asleep on the couch. And when I was asleep on the couch, I just woke up and I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't breathe. So before that, before I tell that part, it was one day that I ended up going to the hospital, to the doctor, to the emergency room. I didn't feel well. Lip was swollen. Uh, my lip was swollen. Um, face was swollen. So I went to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, the doctor looked at me, tell my mom, like basically, I would just give him some medicine, give him lots of fluids. Don't, no, no, he'll be fine. But it got worse after that. Some doctors don't shouldn't be doctors. But yeah, I go home and got worse. Face kept getting swollen. Face lips kept getting swollen. Uh, looked like somebody beat me up, but then nobody beat me up. Uh, had to get help to the bathroom. You feel me? So, um, my auntie stepped in. My auntie stepped in and helped me feel better. I want to say this was around 2009, right around the time where Michael Jackson passed away. Uh, she stepped in, helped my mom out with me, but it kept getting worse until that night that I got up. I woke up, couldn't breathe, and I was in the living room. I was sleeping in the living room, and my mom was in her room. My uncle was in his room. This is the funniest part. Now, the funny part is that I walked straight past my mother's room. Like I'm walking on the wall. Well, I wasn't walking on the wall, but I was holding myself on the wall, just walking to somebody. And I knew my mom was in her room, but I didn't, you know, I did not, um, I did not go in her room. And so now my uncle's in the back room. So when I tell this story a lot to myself because yeah. So he was in the back room playing a game or whatever. He was playing a game, and and I bust through the door. Can't breathe. I'm breathing hard. Can't even breathe. So he helped me get to the dining room. Now I walked all the way past my mom's room to the dining room, to the from the living room to the dining room to the kitchen, and my mom's room was right there by the front door. And it's like I try to, what I tried to do was my brain ain't working, so it's like I got to do something, you know. So I go through the living room hallway and let him know my uncle. He sit me down now, and my uncle was a calm person when it comes to something. Like he was that type of person that would stay calm. Like I can't breathe, so he goes and knock on my mother's door, leaning up against the wall, leaning up against the doorway. Yo, son, your son talk about he can't breathe in a calm voice. In a calm voice, he'd say, "Yo, son, talk about he can't breathe." Really, in my head, like really, like she jump up though. My mom jumps up. What's going on? I can't breathe. She yell it like she in a panic mode though, but I got it. She was yelling in a panic mode to the point where she's helping me trying to breathe. I can't breathe. Call her ambulance. Ambulance get there. Check my pulse, check my temperature, check my blood pressure. They check all of it. So when they checked all of it, they asked the questions like what medication he's on, what type of medication he's taking, um, what disability he have, things like that. So one one tech asked her, "Do you have a car?" She say, "Yes." "Can he walk?" "Yes, but not right now." And well, you could take him, put him in the car, take him to the hospital yourself. Now this is the ambulance and ambulance get there before the fire department get there before the ambulance do. So they got there. So they get the second pulse. They asked my mom all those questions. Why did y'all come if y'all weren't gonna take me to the hospital? That was my question. And hey, let me tell you, I couldn't say not a word because I was out of breath. I couldn't speak. I'm just trying to catch my breath. That's it. So So um we get to the hospital. Doctor looked at me. He gotta go through he gotta go through to emergency surgery right away because he got to get on dialysis right away. Um Now that was from the doctors telling my mom, "Oh, he's fine. He just need to take a little medication, keep drink fluids or whatnot. Take him home, let him rest." Woo woo. So that's what. And Michael Jackson passed away around that time. So I'm knocked out. I'm barely even understanding what's going on. So they telling me, well, when I came out of my slump, whatever I came through from the surgery, um, shoot, I wake up with a tube in my mouth. I woke up with a tube down my throat, and they put a tube down my throat because they told my mom he had pneumonia and he had a lot of fluid on his chest. I had fluid on my lungs, on my chest, whatever. um he got to go straight on dialysis. Now, back in 2004, that's when I knew I had to get a kidney transplant. Back in 2004, and my fault. Hold on. So, I what happened was found out I had pneumonia. Had to get on dialysis. Um, had to get on dialysis, and right away after I get out the hospital, I had to go to the dialysis clinic to get on a machine. Like I say, I got the scars on my body, and I look at it every day. Um, and my mind frame changed, and people would think that I was doing it on purpose. What I was dealing with, people would think I was doing it on purpose. And I just I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was in pain, and the things I was dealing with was crucial for me. Like when I was young, I was 8 years old. My grandmother was on dialysis. I didn't know what dialysis was at that time, but I did get the understanding from my mother when I had to go through that similar situation. I ended up learning as I go to the dialysis. Something I hated, but it was something I hated dealing with. Like I felt like I didn't have nobody right there in my corner, but I would feel like I don't have nobody. I felt like I didn't know I didn't know what else to say or do. But to be honest, I had my mom there, even though I was being a uh, JA. If you don't know what that means, look it up. I've been a JA. Yeah. So, um, so I was mad a lot. I was mad a lot with being on dialysis, and they had the catheter. They had the tube in my chest. They had the thing in my chest, and I had to do the stress ball thing to help the thing in my arm develop. It was so stressful I couldn't take it. And it was like I hate this machine. But at the same time, this machine was saving my life. They offered me to do dialysis at home. No way. No way I was doing it at home because guess what? Wasn't nobody at home like that. And then you gotta keep your area where you're gonna be taking the machine, like the dialysis, you gotta keep it sanitized. You gotta keep it clean at all times, no matter if you want it or not. And you're gonna be on that machine longer than you are when you're at the clinic. Like ain't no doctors coming out to put you on a machine and then go home. Somebody gotta go and get and and be like, I don't know how it go, but the person have to go get like it's like you gotta go to school for that just to help out your sibling, your whoever to get on a machine. So you'll be sleeping on a machine, and then you'll be sleeping on a machine, and then You'll be on the machine for 24 hours. Like you'll be sleep on the machine. You'll be on that machine longer. I never did that. Not I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish dialysis on anybody because it's stressful going through it. Sometimes I didn't want to go through it. I didn't want to go. Um, I didn't first. For one, you would have to go through. You would have to go and you got to keep giving blood until they find you a match. And you would have to keep going and going and going and giving your blood. But before they decide to put you on this machine, I mean, put you on that table, before they decide to put you on that surgery table, you would have to, the person got to go through a stress test. You have to go through a stress test, and you have to go through like it's like a therapist type of thing. Talk to a therapist to make sure your mind frame, your mindset is there. And the stress test is like for like to see if your heart can take that surgery. And I knew people on the machine. I knew people that was young. I knew a person that was older. And they was like, girl, girl was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to, I'm not getting off of dialysis. Some people don't get off of dialysis, but shoot, I just wanted to rush. I'm not rushing, but I just wanted to get it over with. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to go through it. I hated it. I was angry. I was upset. I was frustrated. I was mad. I don't know who I was mad. I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself taking my anger out on people that I cared about and felt like I just was by myself. That's it. You know, feel I felt like I was by myself even though it was people there. And I would be like having seizures during my time on the machine. I would have seizures. Not all the time, but I would have, I it was like I had 2 or 3 seizures on a machine with the needles in my arm. That was scary. I had I had a, a panic attack on a machine. It was a lot, I tell you. But thank God for family, right? Because January f- January 1st, 2026. I mean, no, what am I talking about? Scratch that. January 1st, 2016, I called my sister to wish her Happy New Year. And, you know, God works in mysterious ways because that year, she was like, that New Year's Day, New Year's, yeah. She said, you gonna get you a kidney. We gonna manifest that this year. You getting a kidney. You getting a kidney this year. Yeah. Didn't say that I'm not gonna get a kidney. I didn't say that. Yeah, I said yeah. Okay. Thinking of my that's what I probably was thinking in my head. So it was one day I go to die. It was January. It was the same month that she said I was gonna get a kidney transplant. The same month, right? It was like because I got my kidney. It was a Saturday. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. January was it Monday? Four. It was January 23rd. January 23rd, 2016. It was a Saturday. January 26th, 23rd. I get a phone call, and I did dialysis that day. I did dialysis, and I did feel well. So they tell you to stand by the phone, keep your phone on you, make sure you're by your phone at all times because you don't know when the person is calling. So that lo and behold, I get I get in the house. I go in my room. I go in the house, go in my room. As soon as I close the door, my phone ring. I um we just wanted to let you know that we are looking at a kidney transplant. We are looking at a kidney for you. So stay by the phone. We'll give you a call. And it was like 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, no return. Because they did it multiple times where sometimes I did lose a phone call. Sometimes I lost a phone call. Um and then they'll call me straight back as soon as they call me. They'll call me straight back. I'm sorry, we didn't find a match. That's how stressful it is. Um, they um they didn't call me back that same night, but they didn't call me back the next day. They didn't even call me back that Monday. They called me back that that Tuesday. That Tuesday, I got a phone call, and it was like 7 o'clock in the 7:30 in the morning, something like that. Seven. Tell me, uh, we found the kidney for you. You gotta be here at like you gotta be here within an hour. Within an hour, you gotta be here. Now, let me tell you right here. When you go, like when a person is that's on dialysis, I'm not saying you. I don't know if you're going through a kidney problem. I don't know if you're on a dialysis. Uh, but I don't know if you know anybody that's on a dialysis. Um, it was years I was fighting it. So from 2009 to 2016. So I want to say 2010. So, but um, I'm fighting it. So as I'm fighting it, I'm stressed out a lot. But but at the same time, I'm holding on basically. So I apologize. But that morning I wake up and hoping hoping. As soon as they said we found the match for you, I get up, I run to my mom, hoping that she was still in her room. So I get up, she in her room. Thank God, she was in her room, and and she's in her room. I was being a JA at that time too, but um, she was heading out the door. She's packing her stuff, getting ready to leave for work. I stopped her like they found the kidney. She didn't know what to do. They found the kidney. Hold on. Yeah, they found the kidney transplant. I was frustrated around that time because they called me that Saturday and didn't call me until that Tuesday. And they was like, we still working on the kidney. Okay. We'll let you know. But then they keep the phone back. I had my phone in my ear. Like I was on the phone with somebody and I fell asleep. I had my phone in my ear and it was on the vanity of my bed and I was kinda sleeping. And I had the volume up loud, I had the ringer up loud, I had it in my ear so I could hear the phone ring. So the dialysis clinic would find out before you even know. So it was like I was happy that I got off that machine. I was happy that I kept my faith with the machine. I was happy that my I felt like my I had a new start. I felt like I had a new start. And I felt like I had a new start in life, basically. We right now in 20 now when I got we in 2025. That's what I was about to say. But when I got to the doctors, I told my mom I do not want this on Facebook. My brother was there, my brother was there at the house. And I woke the house up, basically, screaming. My sister called me. My auntie tried to come with us. Oh, I'm going with you guys. Hold on, let me get dressed real quick. We gotta now. She called everybody in the book that I don't know who all she called, but basically she called the people. We went over to my auntie house. She like, oh, let me go get dressed. I'm finna come with you guys. Woo woo. My mama like, we gotta get to the hospital. He gotta go get, you know, they gonna give it away within an hour. Like, come on, he gotta go. But I'm thinking about it. Let's go. But then, but then she was already dressed. I just happened to wake up, get dressed, brush my teeth, wash my face, whatever, did whatever. I ain't have all the time, but I got up and I just got clothes on and all of that, heading out the door, going to get my kidney. but but then I I was like, man, this crazy. That was a Tuesday that I got that kidney. They put me to sleep. They put me to sleep for 24 hours. And I was asleep for 24 hours. And they had to monitor me on a machine. They had to monitor the kidney. So I'm like, wow, it's too much. But I'm like, okay, this is not all right. Now it's like it's 2025. And I say, even though I don't want to go back on, I'm not trying to go back on no dialysis. It's like I say to myself, it's more easier being on a machine than fighting to keep the kidney. So for the people that's going through dialysis and you do get a kidney, don't let nobody tell you how long you're you're gonna live with that kidney. do right by the kidney, uh, keep it safe. You know what I mean? Because there is people out here that is going through that same situation, getting a kidney, and they still damage that kidney. And I'm not talking about the people who it's hard for them. Like basically, it's all types of ways you could lose your kidney, but it's like you're not taking you're taking advantage of the opportunity of having that kidney transplant. And this is what they told me, and this is what they gonna tell that person that do get a kidney transplant. Now they tell that person like, oh, we, you know, we don't want to give you a kidney transplant if you're gonna take advantage of disrespect it. Like we want to give it to a person that's gonna uh keep it keep it like we want to make sure that person keeps that kidney. And I not when I was on dialysis, I would go in there and I would see people they would come in there and they were like, this like my second time on dialysis. Yo, second time on dialysis. This is my second time on dialysis. Oh, this is my third time. Maybe they lost their kidney because of their kidney failed by itself. You can't judge it, but there are some people that take advantage of disrespect the kidney. Like for me, sometimes I I I fight with everything in me to keep everything that I try to fight. I fight through the struggles of what's going on with me. You know, what's going on with me, I fight through it. And it's like a battle within that you go through, that I go through. And it's like I try to put negative thoughts behind me. I try to put negative thoughts behind me and everything. I try to at least build myself up when I feel down. I try to build my confidence up. I try to I try to build myself up with people around me, with conversations I have with people, and with the people I talk to, they tell me that I am stronger than the people they actually know that goes through the same similar things that I go through, the same things that I go through with my kidney. There's people out there that goes through things I go through, but they damage what they have and mess it up. For me, if something goes wrong with me, not saying every day, but not saying it like that, but if something goes wrong with me and I it's my life on the line. So with my life being on the line, I have to fight to keep whatever is going on with me. I gotta keep fighting to keep going. You know what I mean? I have to fight to keep going. And I want you guys to understand it's not over with until God says so. So January 26th. That's when I got a kidney transplant. I woke up I, like when I woke up, it was the next day, and my mom like everybody came to see you, your auntie, your brother, everybody came to see you, and you was asleep. Lord knows when I woke up, I thought it was the same day. It was the next day. I thought it was the next day. I thought it was the same day. You feel me? I thought it was the same day. So my uncle, aunties, everybody came to see me. So I was knocked out, not even knowing what was going on. So yeah, I want everybody to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Big Tip Dreams. I'm out. Have a blessed day. Thank you.